In this video, I'm going to explain the 11 signs of the twin flame, twin soul journey and whether you are indeed on this journey. My name is Brainy Twin Gemini and I am a twin flame, twin soul coach as well as a spiritual healer. I will go over the 11 signs if you are indeed on the twin flame, twin soul journey. And one of the most important signs of the twin soul, twin flame journey is you have an instant attraction for one another. From the moment you meet in physical form with your twin soul, your love is instant, it's prolific, and it's with great intensity. You have a deep sense that you have known each other from somewhere before, but you can't quite place your finger on it. You have a deep inner knowing, some form of intuition that this was somehow a fated meeting, a fated connection. And there's something far deeper with this person than any other person you have ever met. There is just a deep knowing within that this is a comfortable place. What some call feeling like you are at home. There is zero inhibitions and you feel like you can be your authentic self around them. So there's an instant attraction from the moment that you meet them, that this is something far more than any connection you've ever had with any individual that you have ever met. Number one, again, you have an instant attraction. Number two, you're lovesick. You cannot eat or you cannot sleep. When you endeavor this journey and you meet this person, your intuition is gnawing at you, and your appetite just dissipates, and your sleep patterns are disrupted by this. Primarily because the love leaves you very vulnerable, and it seems overwhelming and confusing to digest. You spend many nights rationalizing the deep sense of love you have for this person, and that causes you sleep disturbances, and it causes, for whatever reason, a decrease in your appetite. It's just almost like teenagers in love when you first start out on this journey. You know, you can't sleep, you can't eat, you know, you have a sense of confusion, but you have a sense of love for this person that you've never felt before. And it just really does interfere with your sleep and your appetite. And I often relate it to lovesick, like you're just, you're sick in love. So another element that you're on a twin flame journey is your intuition is gnawing at you that this connection is something greater than you've ever felt before. When you meet your twin soul, your intuition is constantly gnaws at you, and it tells you it just tells you that you've never felt this way about any other person. And this person that somehow you were destined to be with this person, but you just have a deep sense of knowing that you are meant to be together, and that's your inner guide, and that's your intuition, and it's constantly gnawing at you, telling you that this is far more than you've felt for any other person. And that is usually a sign that you are on the twin flame journey, when your intuition is consistently gnawing at you, telling you that there is something more here. It's the ultimate friendship. You have the most ultimate friendship. That's sign number 4. The friendship you share is like no other. Your chemistry is instant, and you communicate just about on every subject with ease. You have very similar interests in life, and your life stories are almost identical. You can relate in all levels. There is a level of comfort you have never felt with anyone else. You are your raw, authentic self. Time stands still when you're together. Many hours, even days go by, and it seems like mere minutes. You are the happiest when you are in each other's company. It is one of the best friendships that you can ever share with someone, and it is natural, absolutely natural, and your conversations just flow freely. And you are ultimately happy when you are together sharing in that friendship, and you are the best friends that two people can be. And it happens very, very quickly. You do not realize the similarities, and you almost finish each other's sentences. You've watched the same movies. There's so many similarities in this friendship, but it is one of your best friends. The intimacy If you've had intimacy on this journey, it is pure, raw, and vulnerable. If you've been, as I said, intimate, this intimacy is the most ultimate form of love you have ever experienced in your lifetime. It's magical and natural, but yet raw and vulnerable. You both just flow to each other naturally and have zero inhibitions with one another. It's the purest form of love between two souls. So that is number 5, the intimacy. Number 6 is the roller coaster ride of emotion. This force comes in fast and furious, and at all levels. You're extremely vulnerable. Often at the beginning, this connection has it's a very volatile bag of emotion. There is intense bouts of hot and cold, and behaviors with each other, primarily because of the vulnerability of the connection. Sometimes it's easy to run and hide than it is to face up to the profound love you have felt for your twin soul so quickly. The mind interferes with the heart. There's also possessive tendencies and smothering and suffocation as well. When you're hot, and when you're cold, you're cold. So it is definitely a roller coaster ride of emotion, and it is intense. And at the beginning of the journey, it's almost a toxic bag of emotions. You're up, you're down, you're hot, you're cold. You know, there's distance, there's closeness, there's a whole bag of emotions, and it is absolutely a roller coaster ride. As I said, you're up one minute, you're down next. That is part of the twin soul phenomenon, is that roller coaster ride. And primarily that roller coaster ride is because you have this love, and it comes so quickly. It's literally love at first sight. So it does cause that roller coaster ride of emotion. You start to see the world a little bit differently when you're on the twin soul journey. When you meet your twin soul, you start to view the world differently and evaluate where you are and what things in your life you may need to change in order to be better. You are more familiar with your surroundings and start to contemplate changes you need to make in your life. Everything now is microscopic, and you examine every element and take nothing for granted. You instinctively want to remove the rubbish from your life and the things that no longer serve you. So number 7, you start to see the world differently. Number 8, signs and synchronicities. As you start to awaken to this connection, the universe will send you signs and syncs to grab your attention. These are nudges to let you know that this is your twin soul. These signs generally come in the form of numbers, maybe starting with 444 to signify an awakening, and then graduate to 1111, the sign of something far greater. It can happen daily until you cannot ignore the signs and the syncs anymore. But these signs and syncs are absolutely nudges from the universe to let you know that this connection is far greater than something you have ever imagined. And that is the universe nudging you, because when you are on this journey, you don't always know that this is the journey that you're on. You just know that this is a prolific love that you've never felt, and profound, and confusing, and baffling. But you know your intuition is telling you this is something far greater. So if you don't awaken to it right away, then the universe absolutely does send signs and syncs to you. And it will do it daily until you finally take a realization and say, why am I seeing these same numbers every single day? And then you just start on with your journey. 444 is usually a sign of an awakening. Excuse me, and 1111 is the sign that this is like something far greater than you ever imagined. And it usually is a sign of a twin soul journey. So if you're seeing that number every day, and it's jumping out at you every day or many times a week, or you're just seeing that number, then it's a very good chance that this is absolutely your journey. Number 9 is the separation. And the twin soul journey always ends up in separation. I know that this is never a good thing, and when I embarked on this journey, because I too am on this journey and I've evolved on this journey, And that was one of the things that when I was researching, because again, I went through every single thing. I've ascended to the higher sense of myself, but when I was, seeing the signs and the syncs and the numbers, and I was doing the research, and, I was like, no, this is not going to happen. This absolutely won't happen to us, because we're so much in love, and this just won't happen. I'll be that one person that this doesn't happen to. It absolutely happens. It's one of the parts of the journey that needs to happen. And the reason that it needs to happen is because we need to separate from each other to heal, awaken, and ascend. One twin will always run from the connection, primarily because of the intensity of the connection, but they are doing the work necessary to come back into physical unity. Once both twins do the work, every journey results in physical unity if you do the work, but it will always result in a separation, and that is because both twins have to do the work, and they have to clear the karmic cycles, and they have to heal the wounds that need to be healed. So that's the reason for the separation. It's necessary. It has to happen. One twin will always run from this journey. And if they run and you're in separation, then you absolutely know that this is your journey as well. You can't not be in separation and be on the journey, because you have to heal. And that's part of, and end those karmic cycles. And once you end those karmic cycles, you will evolve back to each other. That's the twin soul journey. And no one's privy to it. So as much as it sucks to be in separation, there is a reason for the separation. So if you are in the separation, then this is absolutely your journey, and you have to do the work necessary in order to evolve on the journey. Number 10, most importantly, one of the greatest things of this journey is your souls emerge into one. When you meet your twin, your souls will emerge into one, and you will share the same energy frequency. That's what they usually call the fifth dimension. You feel the energy frequency of each other and share love, unconditional love, in a greater, higher dimension. Some of you may even have felt that soul synchronization. It can be the most amazing, profound thing that can happen in one's life. It's almost similar to an out-of-body experience. When your souls emerge into one soul, it can have such an impact on your body. It can make you tremble, shake, shiver. There's so many things that can happen when your soul emerges, but it emerges at the same time, and you both feel the soul emerge into one. Very, very important element on this journey. You will feel that soul emerge, and you will take the energy frequency of your twin soul, because actually you are one soul and two different bodies. And once you meet in physical form, that will absolutely happen if you are on this journey. Those twin souls will evolve into one, and you will share that energy frequency. And that energy frequency, a lot of the times, results in being able to communicate with each other telepathically, primarily because you share that energy frequency. And even when you start this journey, you can almost sense the thoughts of each other as well. Right from the very beginning, you know what each other's thinking. And you know that text will come as soon as you're thinking of that person, or that phone call, or whatever it may be. This journey is one of the most intense soul journeys that life can give to you. And these energy frequencies and the soul emerging as one is absolutely a sign that you're on this journey. The last and most important element of this journey, and again, I will get into detail. I will go through the separation in greater detail. I will go through everything in greater detail with the episodes that are left to come. These are just signs, the 11 signs, and there are many more, but I've done, it's taken me some time to put together what I feel are the most amazing signs, or the key signs, I would say, that you are absolutely on this journey. But the 11th sign is you ascend to your higher sense of yourself. And you naturally ascend as you evolve throughout the journey. your chakras open up, allowing you to love each other in a higher dimension. You clear the karma and you understand the purpose of the journey and restore the balance and harmony within you. Once the karma has been cleared and the balance is there, the physical unity is imminent, and you are very, very close to being in physical unity. One thing I will say about this journey, these are the 11 signs. These are the 11 signs that I feel are the key ingredients to a twin flame journey. But one thing I will say is all of these things have to be completed in order for you to get into physical unity. And what I will do is I will do 9 more episodes to get you there, to get you to that physical unity. Because many of us are on this journey and we don't know why we're not evolving. I can guarantee you, if you listen to the other episodes, I will help you evolve to get to that physical unity if you are on the twin soul journey. So again, 11 signs that you are on this journey. You know, read them over and over, not read them, but listen to them over and over, and you will get absolute clarity or not whether you're on this journey. And again, thank you so much. And if you're new to this channel, please like and sub. And thank you all so much for the views, the likes. Have a great night, folks.